government is once again in the headlines over the hefty allocation of funds for Madrasa. The latest budget has significantly increased funding for Madrasa education. This year, 5,530 crore has been allocated for minority affairs and Madrasa education. Viewers, you'll be surprised to know that the budget for minority affairs and Madrasa education is twice the budget for mass education and library, electronics and IT, small-scale industry and North Bengal development combined. The BJP has slammed the Mamata Banerjee government and branded this as appeasement politics.
This is the impact of cap politics. Cap meaning competitive appeasement politics. In the name of competitive appeasement politics, it would not be inappropriate to say that TMC not only means Talibani mansikta and culture, it also means Tushtikaran Mujhe Chahiye. And in this Tushtikaran Mujhe Chahiye, from opposing Jai Shri Ram, opposing Durga Puja Visarjan, to going all out in appeasement politics, has been the recurring theme of the TMC government in West Bengal.
देखिए ये ममता बनर्जी का सरकार ये पूरा कम्युनल सरकार है। ये तुष्टीकरण का राजनीति इतना तेज से कर रहा है जो सारे धन मद्रासा को दे दिया और सारे शिक्षा को मिलाने के बाद भी मद्रासा ज्यादा है। तो इसीलिए देखिए मद्रासा में शिक्षा हो ये तो मोदी जी चाहते हैं। मद्रासा का आधुनिकीकरण का कारण मोदी जी के ने बहुत कदम उठाया, लेकिन ममता बनर्जी जो कर रहा है वो जो राज्य सरकार का लोगों का टैक्स का पैसा उसका दुरुपयोग कर।
ये स्यूडो नैरेटिव है। ममता बनर्जी कोई डिविसिव डेवलपमेंट नहीं करती है। ममता बनर्जी हर एक कास्ट के लिए, हर एक क्रीड, हर एक रिलीजन के लिए, हर एक सेक्टर के लिए डेवलपमेंटल एक्टिविटी करती है और जहां पर जो चाहिए होता है ममता बनर्जी सबके लिए करती है। ये एक स्यूडो नैरेटिव करने का कोशिश किया जा रहा है। डिविसिव पॉलिटिक्स और डिविसिव डेवलपमेंट ममता बनर्जी नहीं करती है।
Let's quickly open this up. Priyanka Tibrewal, spokesperson of the BJP, Binay Singh, author and analyst, Shubhankar Bhattacharya, political analyst, and Atikur Rahman completes the panel. Shubhankar Bhattacharya, I want to begin by asking you, what do you make of this budgetary allocation?
See, I remember that I think just a month back, I was on a debate panel seated with Sudhanshu ji. And Sudhanshu ji claimed on that particular channel that the reason behind why the Muslims are backward in West Bengal is the major is education. He said that I seriously complained that the education system for Muslims in Bengal is not up to the mark, and that is the main reason that they don't understand the importance of CA, NRC and their own rights over there. So they are completely blindfolded with the global education system. That was his complaint, and I completely trust Sudhanshu ji on that. So having said that, I think Mamata ji then has done nothing wrong in it, because anything that is laying backward, they have got the entire right to come ahead with the same levels, with the same benchmark as like the others. But at the same point of time, what happens is that the Muslims in the Bengal, they were less educated, they came from a very poor background, and that was accepted by Sudhanshu ji on that channel. If you say, I can forward you that entire debate of his as well. So I think I trust Sudhanshu ji's fact, because he's the man of facts. And then, considering the point of Mr. Sudhanshu ji, the BJP's point, so I think Mamata Didi has done the same thing which is expected out of her.
Priyanka Tibrewal,
so that at least
Shubhankar Bhattacharya is saying that the TMC government has taken a cue from what you suggested. This is a move to uplift Muslims.
Now, see, once again, by giving such an outsized amount of 5,530 crore, he said to the Madrasa, what Mr. Sudhanshu ji wanted to say, he said, give them equal opportunities, give them equal standard of education. Through a Madrasa, how many IS, IPS, and people going to administrative services and doctors and scientists from a Madrasa will you bring out? That is the question. Tell me, How many IPS and IAS today in our country come from Madrasa? He doesn't have an answer to this. If they were really intending to uplift the Muslim and the minority community, who now in West Bengal are not minority anymore, then they would have spent in their education in a proper way. Why only Madrasa? See, funding of Madrasa by TMC is very, very clear. We have heard of Sheikh Shah Jahan, we have heard of Jahangir, we have heard of Shaukat Mullah. Now this funding is probably done. Criminals in the Muslim community who ensures that Mamata Banerjee remains in power. See, if I speak of appeasement now Mamata Banerjee has proved that she is nobody's matiya. She only favored from the place where she gets the vote. So she is not at all interested for the upliftment of Muslims. Now I will give you data on that. You see, West Bengal Muslims are totally the person in entire India, if you see, they are the people who are not in any formal jobs. They are laborers. They are the highest in the migrant workers in India. So you can understand what kind of education now the system is trying to give them. I once again say, we wouldn't have uttered a single question if Mamata Banerjee should have showed similar empathy towards anyone, irrelevant of caste, creed or sex. If she would have said that, people from West Bengal, I am spending this money on their education and upliftment. But again, she speaks of Madrasa. Now, this is very, very clear. It is not about Muslims. It is about the vote banks and the vote which is coming through criminals.
Okay, Mr. Bhattacharya was raising his hand. He has a response.
Can I? Yes. So, see, I completely agree with Priyankaji's facts as well. Priyankaji said that how many IAS, IPS has been produced by the madrasas. Completely agree. So, why is such condition? The condition is because, now let me ask you, Priyanka Tebrawal, how much actually have you done to bring the madrasas up to the global level? How much have you tried to change their education pattern? What have you done to bring those minority people up to the education? Nothing. Nothing. Because the problem is that you actually believe in the first class citizen and the second class citizen, of which you are, the BJP is the certification agency of it. That you will declare that which class of minorities should be the first class citizen, which class of the minorities should be second, who should get what kind of education, who should be, into the, get into the line, should get the scientific trainings, technological training and all. The thing is, when you're not eager to bring everyone to one particular level, you will have that problem. And one more thing, one more data.
That is what.
How much is what is the budget of West Bengal for 23-24? What is the West Bengal budget in 23-24? That is just a second, 2,34,000 crores, out of which 5,000 crores is 2%. You are talking about 2% of that complete budget. So, of course,
okay. Now, calm down. Let's not talk over each other. Let's bring in the others. Binay Singh, before I bring you in, Atikur Rahman, what do you make of this controversy? The BJP says that this is to buy votes of a particular community, that this is naked appeasement.
Will be interested in knowing that if the Congress and Mamata Didi does anything for the Muslims, it is called appeasement. And Chandrababu Naidu, when he said that 4% Muslim reservations will continue, this is not appeasement, this is a coalition politics. Besides this, whose jumla it was that मुसलमानों के एक हाथ में कुरान और दूसरे में वो लैपटॉप देखना चाहते थे? हमारे प्रधानमंत्री का जुमला था that jumla is about to be converted into reality. Mamata Didi is just walking the talk of the Prime Minister, whose jumla it was that modernize the education in madrasas. How the madrasas will be modernized without certain allocation in the budget? I think it should be double.
Let's speak on that point. Let's speak on that point. It's interesting. It's interesting that you're talking about madrasa modernization. Binay Singh, now answer that question. Why are you grudging this? Because this fund, we are being told, will be used to modernize madrasas. Why should you have a problem with that?
Pranesh, let me give you two examples, one from the past and one of present. Muhammad Ali Jinnah and Mr. Owaisi. they are they one who was radicalized Pakistan, and one is the person who's trying to radicalize Muslim community in India. They both advocated or are advocating for madrasa education. Where did they study? Both studied from the same London, Lincoln's Inn College from London, the best English law university of the world. So what the case is, Pranay, is that when it comes to them, they want to learn the bestest education and the modern education. But when it comes to the community, they want to cut them from the mainstream education. And one more thing, such massive allocation of fund by Mamata Didi, it is simply an act of appeasement. And if you talk about appeasement, Pranay, appeasement never contributes to development of the community. It only detaches that community from other part of the society, and it demonizes that community, and it demeans that community, and it detaches that community from the mainstream society. And starting from Aurangzeb's to Jajia was also an act of appeasement. From Britishers to the present Congress party, you can see how much they have contributed to the development of the Muslim community. And Muslim community has gone more poorer and poorer. There is no sign of development. Why? Because the leaders of that community, when it comes to them, it is other standard. And when it comes to the community, the standards is different. This is a dual standardship, Pranay, and I think the real problem is here.
So the question is about parity, Atikur Rahman.
Yeah, parity, very good. Vinayji, I agree with you that mainstream education should be such that all are treated at par. Here, Mamata Didi, I am having a simple question with you. When Chandrababu does something, that is not appeasement because he is your coalition partner. But when Congress and Mamata Didi does, it becomes appeasement. If you want to treat the entire length and breadth on par, modernize the entire education system. Why these copying cases, and why these paper leak cases, and why these train accidents, and now my Atal Setu is in danger? So remove the corruption, sir. We are not abhorred with the idea of development or modernization, but modernization should not be through the corruption, through electoral bonds, and only BJP gains out of it. This is not fair, sir.
Atikur bhai, corruption in the education system or the whatever you are talking about, the need, that's a different thing. And campus radicalization in schools, radicalization in colleges, that's a different thing. And I'm not saying that, madrasa radicalizes people. But the fact is that madrasa education need to be, have a 360-degree analysis. There are many things which are part of syllabus in madrasa, those who are not in the mainstream education, or those who confront the scientific education or the mainstream education. So what I want to say that nobody is opposed to madrasa education, but allocating such a massive fund that you are giving priority to madrasa education other than the mainstreaming of
how many
Muslim education.
Madrasa, with madrasa, Arif Muhammad Khan Saab, the governor of Kerala, has come out with facts. Where are the facts? How many madrasas have been, taken action against? Where is radicalization in which madrasa, which district, which state? Point out. Here I am talking about the radicalization in my Atal Setu bridge, which is in danger. People tomorrow might, drive on it and die. So that you can't see, because the company you have allotted charge to has been given electoral bonds to your party, the BJP. So corruption either in madrasa or education
corruption
or
is a different issue. Radicalization is a different issue.
Who gains out of corruption?
A part of
the
the
BJP
society
gains out of corruption.
from the mainstream education, that's a different issue.
Call a spade my dear friend. Call a spade.
Atikur bhai, I have always, admired you because you have been so upfront in criticizing what's wrong in the society. I have seen you in the past also. But don't mix, because mixing these two other different issues will confuse the,
you are a radicalized person. The first thing I should do is...
Okay, Priyanka Tibrewal is saying something. Ma'am, we can't hear you. Go ahead.
radicalized person. I have no proof.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. See, this is so very simple. It looks like that Mamata Banerjee is taking the responsibility of the infiltrators who are coming from Bangladesh also. Now Mamata Banerjee on her shoulders has taken the responsibility to educate them for that. That is why huge outside amount which we are saying, 5,530 crores. We see that Mamata Banerjee is not bothered about the infiltration control which is happening in West Bengal. She is not ready to give land. She is not ready to give land to the 72 locations to the BSF so that there can be a fencing. But she is spending this budget on Madrasa education. Now we can understand. She is not bothered about industrial development. She is not bothered about IT. She is not bothered about health. She is not bothered about agriculture. Leave all that. Not bothered about small scale industrialization. Not bothered about jobs. Then what kind of education is this which she is wanting to give only to some other class? Although we have always seen that Mamata Banerjee has an allergy when you speak about the RSS run schools and the Saraswati Vidyalayas. Now, why only certain kind of, love and affection for madrasas? What kind of education does she want to give to children?
Mr. Bhattacharya, quick response.
Children coming from madrasa will one day become scientists?
See, I never interrupt Priyanka whenever she is on any channel with me, so I don't have a habit of interrupting. But let me come up with the fact. See, you can always claim that, okay, the fund allocated by Mamata Banerjee, she might have gone overboard. Okay, I agree, fine with it. Secondly, if you say that appeasement, again you are talking about appeasement, do you agree with convent system of education, yes or no? Do you say that they also radicalize people? See, when there is a proper global education imparted, it brings the people out of that, radicalization and all. So at least you allow them to, the people who are, sitting backward, you have to allow them that light so that they can see everything in brightness. And that is the thing which is needed in states like West Bengal. Now, let me give you a fact and figure also. I'll give you an example. Priyanka Tibrewal says there's so much interested in education, medical education, growth, development, so much. UP, whose rule is over here? The BJP, right? There is one postgraduate medical sciences, which is SGPGI-MS over here in Lucknow. You will be astonished, you will be totally thrown aback that that doctors and nurses are fighting among each other and the health department over here has no clue. Thus patients are, waiting for them to getting operated, but actually, nobody is doing anything. It has been 6 days. But there is no discussion, nothing on television, nothing anywhere. And they are so much interested. Number two, again there is a paper leak. Again there is a paper leak today. Again we are hearing about the net paper is getting leaked. Again another scam is coming up. So they are not at all interested in education. Let it be anything. And radicalization.
Okay, let's see how the story unfolds
from a global point of view.
I thank all of you for joining us on Times Now. We're completely out of time. Taking a quick break. Viewers, lots more lined up on the other side. Please stay with us.